So earlier this week, I uploaded something on my WhatsApp status, and the demand was crazy. Like, put it up, put it up, put it up. And I promise that I'm going to put it up today, being Saturday. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. This is your girl Zarina. Welcome back to my channel. If you're joining us for the first time, do well to subscribe to this channel. Hit on the notification bell beside it to get notified each time I upload a new video. Today, I'll be showing you guys how to make Alanta lookalike soap paste. If you've not seen a video where I made Moroccan soap paste, then you want to go check that out. It's just a simple process. It's a lookalike process. So this video is, in that video, I used a puree, I used olives, and here I just used distilled water and potassium hydroxide. And in this video, I didn't show where I actually dissolved my potassium hydroxide because of the space that I had. So I had to do it off camera, outside in a very ventilated environment. So do well to dissolve your potassium hydroxide where you have air, so you don't get to choke with the the flame that comes out from potassium hydroxide. Okay, there is a WhatsApp link down below. Do well to hit on that WhatsApp link. Just say hello to Zarina and I'll save your number. Do well to also save our number so that you can get tips on our WhatsApp status. On our WhatsApp, we talk about skin issues and how you can get rid of some stubborn skin issues such as sunburn, knuckles, name it. And we also share tips on how you can get better with your formulation. Okay, yeah, I know I don't come here regularly to show my face. It's always been workstation. I also wish that I can do this more often, to come on the screen like this and show my face to you guys. But doing all this makes the video super long, but I really miss you guys, and I just deemed this necessary to do. Okay, if you're joining us for the first time, do well to subscribe. It's free, subscription is free. And thank you to my old and new subscribers. I love you guys, and you guys know I do. I see I don't have words to show my appreciations, but just know that it's not taken for granted. I love you guys, honestly. A training should be coming up in April. I'm not so sure about the date. Once Petsac and all other holidays are over here, I'm gonna fix the training, and I'll still come here to announce it. Okay guys, so let's stop this chit chat, go to the workstation and get this done with. Do well to enjoy the video and drop your questions in the comment section. Hey beauty lovers, welcome to my workstation. So right now I'm just putting in all my solid oils, and I used cocoa butter, I used coconut oil, the one that melts at 96 degrees, and my shea butter. So what I'm adding in right now, it's my liquid oils, which is my olive oil. So if you're making this soap, do well to use the same oils like I used in this recipe or in this formula. I also measured out my castor oil. I'll be leaving all the ingredients that I used or under the description box. So if you want to make this, do not alternate the oil if you don't know how to use your light calculator. Okay, and this is my potassium hydroxide. Like I said in my introduction, I mixed it and I dissolved it outside where I had enough air so as not to get choked. So I went out and I left my solid oils to keep dissolving, and what I did was to use my spatula at some point, to help it also. And that is the potassium hydroxide with, my distilled water. I've dissolved it and I brought it in. And while that was going on, I had to check my oils because they finished dissolving. And this was at about 55 to 56 degrees, which is okay. You can see that the oil are not super hot, and our lye at this point at about 60 degrees, if I'm very correct. I also checked the temperature, and the reaction you see, the flames that you see now, is a reaction that comes when light comes in contact with fat, and which was okay. So I just turned in my solution, my light solution that I dissolved off camera, and what I did was to go in with my stick blender. Guys, you need a stick blender to get a trace when you're making your soap paste. Either you making a bar soap or a hot process soap, you need a stick blender. So I kept on blending in until I got a trace. I got something that looks more like a puree at first, and I continued blending. This process took me about 30 minutes in all to get it incorporated to this stage. So when my stick blender couldn't do the work anymore, I took it out, and I also went in with my spatula, and I kept on incorporating this. So what I did was to cook this took me about 4 hours, to cook. If you do not have time to cook this, honestly, you shouldn't be doing this process. So I would cook it, I would cover it and give it about 30 to 35 minutes. I will come back and check, and you can see the stage at which we are now. It's looking more thick, and it's more like a mashed potato right now. And this is the process. It's slow, but if you cook your soap in a very high temperature, honestly, the texture won't come out nicely, and that's the truth. You need a whole lot of patience to do the whole of this process, and you also need electricity. So if you're in a region where power supply it's not stable, then you might want to turn on your generator or your power I don't know stuff to make sure you have consistent, as in the light that is stable to do this. So I kept on cooking this, and this has taken about 3 hours. Cooking off camera, coming to check after 30 minutes, giving it a little bit of a stir. And if you look down into the crock pot, you already see the glycerin coming out from this soap. Actually, glycerin is gotten from soap making. If you guys don't know about that, it's actually a process that you do with salt, and I might take that lecture someday. So I'm checking the temperature of the soap right now, and you can see it's cooking way low, below 100 degrees. It's about 73 degrees, and I just love the way it's low, and the outcome of the soap at this point. You can see it has not finished. When it's finished cooking, it will turn more like a golden yellow color, and this because we're not using any kind of puree. We're just using distilled water and potassium hydroxide. You can also add puree if you want. So I zoomed it in for you guys to see what the consistency looks at this point. Okay, if you're using a puree, you might have the color of the puree that you're using. If you used carrot juice to dissolve your potassium hydroxide, it could give you a different color, but I decided to keep it very simple. So I cooked it for another 1 hour, and you can see how matchy and I don't know, slimy it feels. And I just love the consistency it's giving right now. And this soap has finished cooking, guys. It has really finished cooking, and you can see the consistency and the color from the when we started and what it looks right now. So what I did was to leave this soap for the next 24 hours, and trust me, this was what it looked after it has cooled down. It's super thick, and I actually activated this and gave out to people to use, which I'll be dropping the video sometime soon. Do well to subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do so. Until I come your way again, I remain your favorite girl, Sarina. Keep that glow pumping, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Thanks.